Hello, board members. How are we doing this fine Sunday afternoon? Why on a Sunday, you might ask? And that's because we decided yesterday to make a slight adjustment and just do Dark Souls 2 the whole stream, and modified today into a day where we'll be doing the actual playing of Nightmare of Decay. So, I mean, you all requested it, and here it is. An extra stream on Sunday for Nightmare of Decay. Why? I'm not sure. Now, and the second thing is that I've decided to not make this an immersive stream because Nightmare of Decay, it turns out, is not really much of a horror module. It's more of a just action module with zombies. Basically straight up. Its pacing is weird for that. Like, it's just not that. It's just not that thing that they tried to say it was, right? But we do have an interesting thing. We'll also be doing some food lore live here on stream. And your hint about what the food lore is I went to Arby's. Do you know what they have at Arby's that was mentioned in chat, everybody? If you're listening to this alone or in a crowded place like, I don't know, a bus, shout it out loud. Make everyone think you love Arby's as much as some people do. But I ate all my fries already because I was hungry. Fries don't usually make it very far when I'm around. I was a big boy who's a like of the food. Okay, what did they give us for sauce? Oh, just classic tartar sauce. Well, let's see. They gave me 2 things of tartar sauce. Tartar sauce. Tartar sauce. Oh, never mind. Not gonna say anything. Anyway, now that that's done, so the thing I have decided to try today, as recommended by Ika, I think with a middling to average review, was the Hush Puppy battered chicken or fish strips from Arby's, currently available right now. I was a little worried because when I pulled up to the Arby's, I didn't see them on the menu, but they had a special little thing hanging off one side just for them. I don't think my local Arby's is super on board for the promotion. Let's put it that way. Let's get that sauce, though. We got to open the sauce. A little sauce action. Okay. So the first bite, I'm going to do without sauce, so we can get an actual taste of just for it by itself. Just realized that PUBG is apparently doing a crossover with Assassin's Creed, which is a little odd, but all right. Moving on. Okay, so we'll just do a bite without any sauce. No tartar sauce on this one. Just to get a baseline. Yeah. I think I can second Ika's opinion. That's a very average fish stick. The fish is a little chewy. It's a little soft. Ika, welcome. How goes it? Well, I mean, we're just getting started, but I have food. I have some delicious, well, very average Arby's Hush Puppy battered fish strips, as recommended by you. Yeah, I mean, the breading's not too thick, which is a big concern with a lot of your fish. Or any of your fried stuff, really. Well, I did say it was all right, nothing special. I agree. I second this opinion. Yeah, the fish is a little too mushy. The breading's fine. It just tastes like breading with no seasoning. Like, basically, the breading needs to have something put into it. And the fish needs to be a little more firm. It's a little too soft and doughy. You can tell you're eating a very cheap fish stick, basically. All right, let's try it with a little bit of the old tartar sauce on it. But Ika, how are you doing? How was your day at work? Or is Sunday your other day off? Okay, the tartar sauce does bring it up a little bit. They have good tartar sauce, but bad fish. Sunday is indeed your other day off? Oh, fantastic. That's a good day to have off when you're in the grocery industry because, man, Sundays are busy. Arguably the busiest day of the week. Yeah, it was a bit of a busy day at the old grocery store for me. And at least usually on Sundays, there's at least one time I have to stop and just find a corner to stand in until the wave passes. And that definitely happened to me like 3 times a day where I just had to find a place to stand, let all the customers do their stuff, and then get out of the way before I could continue working. It was very busy for like about an hour and a half today. I guess part of the problem is there's another local store that they're renovating their parking lot and they're doing it all in one go. So apparently a lot of people, there's just not enough parking. So a lot of people are apparently diverting over to our store or other local stores, I suppose. But Ika, what'd you do with your day off? More under rail? Yeah. But I'm furthering my opinion that these are very average, but the tartar sauce brings it up. And I'm not one who's usually a huge fan of tartar sauce or any kind of dipping sauce in general. The complete blandness of these fish strips are indeed helped by the tartar sauce. But I always feel it's sad that your primary dish is just a delivery system for a sauce. Let's see, I'm actually trying to beat a module I started a while ago, but never finished. Dragon Marked for Death. My brain, when I hear you tell me this, I picture a modern graphic side-scrolling beat 'em up like Katana Zero or My Friend Pedro, but more around like set in like the 1950s, or I guess it would be earlier. It'd be set in like the 30s, but it'd have that 1960s aesthetic that a lot of like the early Bruce Lee stuff went for. So it's kind of like it's trying to be gritty without being gritty. Does that make sense? I mean, I could be way off. For all I know, it's an RTS with like, I don't know, you play as dragons. Whatever. But in my mind, Dragon Marked for Death sounds like a side-scrolling beat 'em up modeled after an early Bruce Lee film. That's a side-scroller fantasy RPG. Huh. That sounds interesting. How does that work? Like, I guess you just don't wander around places. You just go in a straight line, but it has, like, turn-based RPG stuff? Or is it, like, fantasy RPG in the same way, like, Skyrim is a fantasy RPG, where you're set in a high fantasy setting with RPG mechanics, but it's not turn-based? Oh, man. I'm out of fish strips. Not turn-based. Oh, okay. Alright, so I wasn't actually too far off then. I got the time period wrong, but the rest of it sounds like it could be pretty on point. Alright, so final rating on this here Arby's fish strips with hush puppy batter is on their own average, I would say like a 6. Not great. Not like you know, you could probably pick something like these up in the frozen aisle of your local grocery store, but their tartar sauce actually adds a pretty good kick of flavor to it. So if you are going to try it yourself, make sure you get the tartar sauce. That's my my 2 cents on the whole thing. And that's all I'd get paid. All right, Lidika, are we ready to continue the not really scary at all Nightmare of Decay? I gotta figure out what we're gonna do with Bendy and the Ink Machine. Ugh. Also, I did purchase. I guess now it's not as relevant as the person who requested it is no longer probably showing up here. But I did purchase Only Can's Thirst Date. I just don't know when to play it, because it is basically you just taking pictures of soda cans as they make sexually oriented moaning noises. And I guess we don't really have an 18 plus stream. Maybe we do that? Is that how, like, we just do I do an extra late night? I don't know. I don't know when to do Only Cans. But yeah. And we still have Silent Hunter 3. I'm not sure what to do with that one yet, but I'm very excited though for our trucking simulator. So I realized something. I had not realized this before, that I had planned, I didn't realize this, to take the Sunday before Labor Day off from my weekend job, thus giving myself basically a 3-day weekend. So there's a non-zero chance that September 4th, which is the Sunday before Labor Day here in the States, that I'm going to be off that day, and thus may have time to do something else. I don't know what, though. That's the problem. What do you think, Ika? If I had time to do a 24-hour stream, what do you think I should do? Where did they put Nightmare Decay? Hello? Nightmare of Decay? Euro Truck. Getting Over It, which I don't know why that's not uninstalled and then burnt. Oh, there's Nightmare of Decay. Oh, that's in a weird spot. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah. It's hard to find something that's just the perfect amount of interactive, but also you can stop and look at chat at the same time as Elden Ring, right? Like, Elden Ring was this perfect niche of a 24-hour stream, because you were as active as you wanted to be when you're running around things. Obviously, during a boss fight or whatever, you need to pay attention, but you're constantly like, kill a couple things, stand around. Kill a couple things, stand around. There's a lot of the ability to, like, kill 3 things, look at chat. Kill 3 things, look at chat. It's hard to find something in that same vein unless I'm just doing, like, Dark Souls 3 24-hour stream or something. But I'd like to try to do something else for 24 hours. That's why I'm kind of contemplating doing a 24-hour, like, Euro Truck Simulator 2 stream, because then it's just me driving and me chit-chatting with stuff. But man, when I hit about 4 a.m. and I'm all by myself out on that lonesome road, ooh, it's going to be hard not to just fall asleep at the wheel. And I know for a fact I have no backup here in the office that if I fall asleep, I will just get kicked off of the Twitch. I will 100%, unless someone from security or maybe the cleaning crew comes and wakes me up. If I get real lucky, I'm just going to get banned off of Twitch for sleeping on Twitch. Which, from what I understand, is against the rules, unless you're, like, interacting with chat via things. Because I know there used to be rules about sleeping on stream, but lots of people seem to be doing that now. So, load. We're not starting over. There's no reason for us to be starting over. All right. Oh, yeah, we're out of pistol rounds. Because we just killed the evil rabbit from what do you call it? The evil rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. We just came back up here to save before we kept going. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, by the way. Like, this is a completely average, like, 7 out of 10 for horror modules or anything really in general. What? Oh, wait. Did I not get all of them? Oh, wait. Do I have to use it from my... Oh, I have to use it from my inventory. There we go. All right. All right, let's see how much is left of this. Because we got the pistol, we got our shotgun, the crowbar. We have quite a bit of shotgun ammo. I think I'm out of... Oh, no, I've got 3 Magnum rounds left. 3... Or no. I just need to reload, apparently. Let's top her off. It only carries 5. Not impossible. Wheel guns like this in a high caliber might only carry 5 rounds at a time. Alright, but let's stick with the pistol for the time being. I have no idea what to expect at this point. Oh, we're going into a boss fight. Oh, well, it's a good thing I saved, I guess, when I did. Top this off. Yeah, we're going into a boss fight. Clearly, this isn't even subtle. Lord's Diary. Everyone must die. I think I'll start with the servants that installed the wardrobe over the hole. They know too much and may warn the others. My new friends in the dungeon offered to help me with the killings. Of course, I gladly accepted. Oh, so he's gone full crazy and has accepted the murder cult that lived in the weird dungeon underneath his house. Fun. All right, well, let's just override this one. All right, so just boss fight time? Boss fight time, probably. They loaded up me with healing items and ammo. It's usually boss fight time. Oh, yeah, this is a big boss fight arena. Look at that. Nice. Oh, he's just got a sword. He's got a giant machete. Lord of Nightmare, eh? Okay. Okay, he does not seem to be taking much damage. Oh, no, I guess I have to load. Alright, maybe we start with the pistol for now. Figure out where his actual, like, weak points are. Because I assumed it was the face, but that doesn't appear to be the case. I'm low on healing items, though. What's that? I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, I can end them. Okay. I'm out of bullets. Run! I can't. Okay, there we go. Why couldn't I shoot that? I'm very confused. Originally, I thought, I guess I can't shoot those? Or maybe it was too close. Oh, Lord's Lair / normal. Okay, yeah. Alright. Trying to remember. Oh, a second one. Ah, boo. Wait, run. Why am I not running? Oh, where did... Character is so weird. Oh, I'm out of shotgun rounds. Okay, well. Oh, good, we got him. What? Oh, no. Ah! He's just so slow. Alright, well, maybe we just go straight for the old Magnum. Let's try her out, shall we? Did a wonderful job on the last boss we fought, which was the 3 skeletons. So. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my god, why is this? I forgot we have to hold it down for like a full second. Didn't. Okay. Yep, no, just did. Every time we shoot, he just refuses to sprint or move. And it makes it real hard to actually engage in combat. Especially when we're outnumbered like that. I forgot I have to hold this down for a full second. Ah. Woo. Okay, reload. Might have time. Somehow that missed the orb. I don't know how, though. Because the orb is, like, as big as my screen. Oh, hi. Should I know you? Ow. Okay, this is actually going okay. Luckily, he's kind of not moving around too much. Ah. Oh. You're new. Oh. Run. Oh, that was close. That was really close. Run. Again, very close. Continuing the being close. Okay, got him. Whew. I forget how slow we are. I also don't feel like this guy's perma-dead. I feel like that was the first fight with him. Oh! Or is that the end? Did we? Whoopsie? What a terrible nightmare. You are covered in sweat and your heart is thundering in your chest as you get up from your bed. It's still the middle of the night and it will be some time before the sun rises, but you don't feel like going back to sleep. Not after that horrific nightmare. Maybe a short walk outside and some fresh air will help calm you down. Or we can play Nightmare at Decay. I feel like playing modules right now. Okay. Wow, it's very dark outside. I mean, I'm assuming I can use this to heat up food. I'm assuming when we go outside, something bad's going to happen to us, right? Ah, always important to flush the toilets, kids. Always flush the toilets. Oh no, it's the talking cat. What did I say? There's nothing really new or original about this. I think the most original thing was that the revolver required you to hold the button down to, like, charge it. Oh, it's not talking to us. Well, that's incredibly ominous. So is this setting up the rest of the nightmare, or is this setting up the sequel? Hello again, stranger. It's the talking cat. Do you really think you could escape from the nightmare? It's like I said in the beginning, no one ever escapes alive. Oh, so does it just kill us? Oh, it transformed into a big monster. You have awakened from the nightmare. But real nightmare has just begun. Thank you for playing Nightmare Decay. Total play time was 2 hours and 29 minutes, 24 seconds. Extra module modes have been unlocked and you can now access from the extras menu. Okay. Alright. Escape from a procedurally generated dungeon. Strive against endless waves of enemies. Disable cultists. Interesting. So, this was basically a playable demo, right? Like, this, yeah, I'm sure. Let me check the store page, because I think I got this on sale. Let's see. It's $5. So, what we basically got for $5 was Horde mode, Escape the Dungeon mode, the main story mode, a couple of different difficulty options for it, and about 2.5 to 3 hours of fun, right? Like I said, it was fun. It was just very basic and simple. Yeah, it was perfectly fine. Not great. I would give it a thumbs up and like a 7. For $5, it was worth it. But this is something that was like one or two steps ahead of a really well-made Flash thing, right? Like this was 2 steps ahead of a Flash module, is all this was. I mean, it had some funny jokes in it, references, not jokes. It had funny references, like the mimic chest was very funny and got me. The callback to the rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail was very funny. Some of the creatures that you ran up across were interesting looking and stuff. But this very much felt like a final year project from... Oh, I forgot about the Chainsaw Psycho guy. Did we ever go back to him in the one that was in the closet with the head thing? I don't know if we ever figured that out. But, yeah, this feels very much like a final year project for a college course or something. Like maybe a team of 10 made this using assets that they were given by the school, and that's all this is. And like somehow they got to keep it, and they took it and they, you know, threw it on Steam for $5, and just anybody who buys it and plays it is like, yeah, this is fine. Not great, not terrible, but perfectly fine. Oh, they do have one other... How do you have a free demo of this? It's only 2 hours long. Is the demo half of the whole module? Okay, Rainfall is a real-time strategy module with elements of city building and third-person action. Build a city and defend your keep against waves of increasingly difficult enemies. Can you survive against the fallen horde? Oh my god, they did. Oh my god. So back on the Sega CD, I believe it was, the Sega CD, not the Dreamcast, the Sega CD. There was a module called The Horde, where you played a small servant boy, or you played a young servant boy. Well, I guess he's technically a man. I think he's like 19. But you played a young servant boy. I've got to find this and show you now. Who saves the king's life at dinner one day and is given land to take care of, like be in charge of. The Horde. Sega Saturn. I'm sorry, it was the Sega Saturn. Now, what's impressive about this was
What's great about Fry's Boost membership? Free delivery.
yeah, it was fun module. It was completely busted and weird, but it was fun. What's really important about it though is that well, I'll show you. Let's see. Can you hear this? Yes, okay. Let's so we can probably just full screen it. So this is supposed to be the intro without any words. So yeah, you're given this little plot of land, and basically what you do is you have, I think it was 20 real-life minutes between each wave of the Horde to build your town. And you could do things like build certain defenses, like you could dig the ground up and put a moat in. And basically you collected taxes from all the people who lived in your town and used that tax money to buy upgrades for the town. Now you're going to recognize someone in this video. Pretty famous actor from the late 80s, most of the 90s, and I think the early 2000s. You might have seen a name there you might recognize. Oh, wait, I might actually need to... Let's crank her up. Do we recognize this fine young man? Oh, this king guy, I think, is actually someone pretty famous, too. Oh, well, so is that guy. Wow, the king, the evil duke guy, and the main character, all actual known celebrities, I think. That's Kirk Cameron there, Ika. I want to say it was Step by Step. He was the main actor in a show in the late 90s, or late 80s into the 90s called, I think it was Step by Step. Very famous actor at the time. He ended up becoming a hardcore Christian and promoting Christianity. Promoting Christianity, he's now a Christian actor. Basically, any of the movies he usually writes, produces, directs are to encourage people to join, you know, find Christ. But at the time, I don't think he was like that. I think that was something he came a little bit later in his life. But yeah, if you ask people around who Kirk Cameron is, most of them will probably at least recognize the name. Oh, that's disgusting.
Your Majesty! You dare attack the king?
No.
For this. Slow.
No.
Nonsense. The lad saved my life.
So yeah, the king was choking. He saved his life by basically giving him the Heimlich maneuver, much to the chagrin of the evil duke guy.
Well, I have no home, sire.
Now, me and my father actually played this quite a bit back when we had the Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn was known for having these full motion video stuff like this as part of their modules. Also giving him the sword, which he can barely lift. I love that they imply that Kirk Cameron is this super little, like, weakling, but he's not really that little. He's thin, yes, but he's not even that small. But yeah, they had some really interesting stuff going on when you were actually playing. For example, like cows generated extra money, but could be eaten by the horde. So you kind of wanted to focus on defending the cows from the horde. There was a special magical, basically credit card that you could pay money into to buy stuff from like a dragon that would stop by once in a while or something like that.
His Majesty has asked that I give you this
As you progressed through the module, you unlocked new regions that you became the owner of. So like the first one is a basic like grassy land, and then the second one is a forest region. And one of the things you can do for money is you can sell trees. Well, once you go to the second region, a wood nymph shows up and gets angry at you if you sell trees, because she you know, she's a wood nymph, so she loves trees and protects them or whatever. So you lose this easy income and have to start relying more on Shimto Plains, spring year 1. So these are the villagers wandering around kind of doing things, and they only walk around on the paths, if I remember correctly. Just sell the wood nymph? That would be impressive. So as you progress, you move to different villages, and I think we never were able to beat it. We got past the first village, but we never figured out how to make enough money to get past the second village. But there were like codes and stuff you could use. So we did on occasion just like max out our money and just do wacky stuff, or like skip to the last village, which is a like ice village. And it's like you can only grow like 2 crops, and like you can only have a certain number of cows and stuff. I have no idea how balanced it was or anything. But yeah, the horde would run up to the fence lines and start punching the fences until the fences broke. I don't know if you saw it there up in the right hand corner. There was a little bit of water right there. I guess actually this right here. What you would do is you would dig a trench next to the water, and then the water would spread. And if the horde members or your character spent too much time in the water, they would drown. So there was actually sort of a strategy to figuring out like how many squares you needed to make the river wide so that if they tried to swim across it, it would drown. Of course, you'd have to be careful that your own character didn't do the same thing. And then I think if I remember right, if you were done and there was still time left, you could hit, I think, this little icon, or hit like a button to activate this icon, and basically it would summon the horde. And then you could just fight them if you didn't have anything else to do. I really want to see the part where the horde actually shows up. Okay, it looks like it's going to start here in a second. Oh yeah, there we go. 5 hordelings approach. Of course, there were different kinds of hordelings. There was like your basic small ones, and then there was like bigger ones. Yeah, so they just like start attacking stuff. You see how he spins? Yeah, if you attack too many times in a row, your character gets dizzy. So you had to like control how often you attacked. Then it looked like you had your mission objectives. Oh, they're like squishy tomatoes. Yes, they explode. But yeah, so like the more houses after a raid were still around, you'd get more money. I think you could see him selling crops and stuff. Like I said, we were never very good at it, but it was kind of interesting to play and see what you could do with it. But yeah, so this, as you can see, let me see, is there another? Oh. Here we go. Okay, 6 hordelings approaching this time. Yeah, so you see the bubbles? That means they're underground, or under the water. Oh yeah, see, crops 6. How much extra money? 24 crowns. Trees 25. Villagers 3. Hirelings. You could hire like archers and and extra fighters and stuff to defend the town.
Greetings, Sir Chauncey.
This is the guy you checked in with, the evil duke who wanted to become the king or whatever.
Maybe it's the weather.
He would basically do like a review on how you're doing
And I've declared the
and get more annoyed if you're doing well, or be happy that you were slowly failing until eventually you like ran your dukedom or township or whatever into the ground. But yep, me and my dad played a lot of this back in the day. The only modern module I've seen that does live actor cutscenes is Quantum Break. That's true. You don't really see them much anymore. I think they're just considered too hokey by today's standards. Oh, here's another thing you could do. And this became more relevant in the second village. It was a fun module, but God, it's slow on my PC. Sounds like we need to get you a new PC. Oh yeah, and then you can see the timer counting down. But you could plant the little baby trees, and then when they grow into trees, you sell them for wood, which is the easiest way to make money. But obviously in the second stage, when the wood nymph shows up, you can't do that anymore, or she starts getting angry. And I think if I remember right, if you sell too many trees, she gets angry and then steals money from you or something. Oh yeah, you got your like spike pits. You got the fences. I wanted to see if they were gonna show some of the other bigger hordlings. Oh, he ate one of the villagers, but he was able to save him before he died. Yeah, they lost one villager. -5 for the crops. Chop down trees for cash. Replace with saplings. So you could actually just go full like lumberjack like mode, at least in this first town. I was really hoping we would see some of the bigger ones. They might not start showing up until later. Tax time. Sure, Sir Chauncey, yeah. The recent bogwarts? What? Oh yeah, and this is the magical card that you use to turn into magic, so occasionally you could like throw fireballs and stuff. A quick toast, this mysterious ring, and a presto. And then these are just stuff you could buy, La Bombe. There's the night contracts. These are the hirelings you could get. Upgrade to getting the stone walls and stuff. Yeah, I was just curious to see how far he gets. Oh yeah, there's some of the other hordlings. These ones I think were like faster or something. They lost a cow. But yeah, so you have to pay him your tax every thing. Your failure to pay taxes is an outrage, and then when you can't pay the taxes, you get, I think you just get thrown in the dungeon or killed or executed or something. But yeah, that's the basics of it. So when I read this description on Rainfall is a real-time strategy module with elements of city building and third-person action. Build the city and defend your keep against waves of increasingly difficult enemies. Can you survive against the Fallen Horde? I was like, oh, they are 100% referencing the Horde from back on the Sega Saturn. Wow. I mean, this is much bigger, though. I mean, like, let me see. Where is the... is there a way for me to, like, full screen this? But yeah, like, this is... This is obviously much larger and more complex than what we were looking at on the Sega Saturn. But the base idea is basically the same. All right. Well, now that we know we were 10 minutes from the end of Nightmare of Decay, I swear they told me, I thought I read a bunch of the reviews, it was like 5 to 6 hours. That took me less than 2.5 hours. And that was with me doing stupid stuff. Maybe they meant like a 100% run if you're playing it like on hard mode and stuff. So I guess schedule-wise, Tuesday, 4 p.m., we will have more Mega Man Zero at a minimum. Then Thursday, 4 p.m. here on Twitch, we have a... Wait, I could run a 1-minute ad break for cash? That can't be right. It's just me and Ika here hanging out. Like, there's no way they'd let me actually do that for money, right? Start a prediction? Manage poll. I guess I could start a poll. But yeah, so Thursday, 4 p.m. here on Twitch, we'll have more Lufia 2, where we're going to go back and try to fight that boss that was meant to be a losing fight. We have now over-leveled and should be able to have a chance. We'll see what happens. And then next Saturday, I do have plans a little bit. So I will probably be pushing the stream up just a little bit. Instead of 3 to 6, we'll be doing probably something along the lines of like 1 to 4 or 2 to 5. Something in there. As the week goes on and I get more details about what's going to happen, I'll of course update everybody. But between now and then, we'll find out for sure. Yeah, and we will be starting next week since we finished up Nightmare of Decay. We'll just go ahead and start Bendy and the Ink Machine. Not sure how much we'll get through next week, but I didn't want to start it this week because Toxic Lullaby was the one who kind of recommended it. So as such, I would like her to be here. I believe it's a her to be here. So if hopefully I'll post over in the Discord and let her know that we're going to be starting that next week. And she will be able to actually catch it, at least for the first episode. After that, you know, if she wants to catch the VODs or whatever, that's on her. But at least for the first one, she can catch that one live. If you want to get caught up on any of this nonsense, we have the YouTube repository, Raven Hillbrook Inc. Hillbrook is one word, INC for Inc. Thanks, Ika. You too. You have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope to see you back on Tuesday. I don't think I have anything else to do for emergency streams tomorrow. So. Oh, but the good thing is we do have those new hats. So if we decide we want to do a redeem for hats off to you, I now have a selection of hats to wear for you. It's no longer just the top hat and whatever I make out of aluminum foil on the spot. Or aluminium foil. But yeah. YouTube repository, links for that are in chat in the info page. Everything I make gets lightly edited and put up there. We have the Discord, links for that are in chat on the info page. General discussion, recommendations if you want to see me play something specific. We've got after hours spicy stuff. We've got any kind of art you create. We've got a food section. We've got a funny animal section. We've got a general discussion. We've got a water cooler section for the memes. All kinds of stuff over the Discord. Stop in, say hello. And then we have, last but not least, the Twitter, at Hillbrook Inc. Again, Hillbrook is one word, INC. Schedule reminders, updates if there are changes, and notes from management to the board periodically, once in a while. I want to thank all the board members who stopped by, which I think in this case was just Ika primarily, and I think I saw a couple lurkers, which we always appreciate lurkers. You help the Twitch world go around. Anybody who checks out the VODs here on Twitch, also thank you. Anybody who checks out the VODs over in the YouTube repository, thank you. If anything like that is always greatly appreciated. I guess I'll just go do a little bit of light social media work, and then clock on out. I hope to see you all back Tuesday. If not, that's okay. You have a good one in general. But yeah, I think that takes care of it for me. Yes. Yes. Yes? Yes, I think so. But yeah. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay. Bye!